We're going to continue with the number patterns, the quadratic sequence now. Essentially, we've looked at them and we've got once again that what do? Step 1, we write down T1, T2, T3, T4, T whatever, and we write down all the terms we're given in their right spots. If we've got a gap between them, we leave the gap between them. I'm going to show you one now that's got 2 gaps between them. Okay, the next thing we do is we take first difference and see if it's constant. If the first difference is constant, we say yay, then we've got a linear sequence. Then we know the first level difference must be equal, so you can put that equal to that. The second set is if they tell us it's a linear, the first level differences must be equal to each other. That's the one where we solved for the x. The next one was the quadratic. We said, okay, no, it's not the same. What did we do? We carried on. We went on and we took the second difference. The second difference turned out to be equal. We said, cool, that's a quadratic sequence, okay? Therefore, we say the second level difference means quadratic. Quadratic, Tn equals an squared plus bn plus c. And what did we do? We went and we substituted in T1, T2, and we worked out what b and c was using simultaneous linear equations. Now, I am going to do something slightly different. I am going to go, okay, I'm going to do this. Let's just start with a general, okay, a general situation that we've got here. We have got Tn. I'm going to put down T1, T2, T3, and T4. Okay, so let me start here. T1, T3, and T4. So T1, first of all, Tn is equal to a n squared plus b n plus c. Therefore, they are coefficients, aren't they? A, b, and c are coefficients. They are the numbers. They're actually the numbers that we're looking for, right? So we're looking to solve for a, b, and c, right? Now, remember, T1 is n is 1. So it's going to be a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus c, correct? So that's going to be equal to a plus b plus c. T2 is going to be a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c. That comes out to be 4a plus 2b plus c. All right? T3. T3, I'm going to substitute n equals 3. I think you get the general gist of this. Plus b times 3 plus c. This comes out to be 9a plus 3b minus c. 9a plus 3b minus c. And if I substitute T4, I put n equal to 4, I get 16a plus 4b plus c. Sorry, my bad. So let's put the terms in, okay? 16a plus 4b plus c. 16a plus 4b plus c. 9a plus 3b plus c. 4a plus 2b, or not to be, plus c. I had to do that, didn't I? A plus b plus c. What did we say? We said take the first difference. The first difference 1, comes down to 3a plus b, 5a plus b, and 7a plus b. Therefore, take the second difference because it is a quadratic. We started with a quadratic. Therefore, it is 1, which means I'm going to take the second and I get 2a and 2a, which is kind of what we expected, right? So now we can say, hold on, let's just take an example. Let us use this formula approach that people seem to like. It's cool, it's fine, you just got to remember a few things. So we say, we are given the following, right? We are given the following 5, 10, 19, and 32 again. T1, T2, T3, T4. That's going to be, and it's the same one as I had before, 32, 19, 10, and 5. So, hang on. Now there's a difference. It means, just looking at this, it means A plus B plus C. Let's change color. I'm going to take that. So A plus B plus C. And my first level difference, let's go all the way down in the differences first. All right, let's take you. Okay, my apologies. Let's just get this down. We say 5 and 9 and 13. And we took the second difference and we said that was 4 and 4. Correct? Now, let's just go down the side of our little formula. Okay, I want to just change this to green. All right. Can you see A plus B plus C was the top? The next level down is 3A plus B. So therefore, this is the 3A plus B level, isn't it? And the last level down is the 2A level, correct? So therefore, I can say 2A, we can equate them. 2A equals 4. 3A plus B, and that must be equal to that. So 2A equals 4. Therefore, A equals 2. Right? Now go back up. Therefore, 3A plus B must be equal to 5. Therefore, 3 times 2 plus B must be equal to 5. All right? You see that? 3A plus B, 5. Therefore, B is going to be equal to minus 1. And the last thing is I say my A plus B plus C, okay, must be equal to, A plus B plus C must be equal to 5. And I put in A, 2, plus B is minus 1, plus C must be 5. And I get 2 minus 1 is 1 plus C is equal to 5. C is then going to be equal to 4. Therefore, my Tn is going to be equal to an squared, which is going to be A, is 2n squared plus minus 1n plus 4. There's the 4, there's the minus 1, and there is the 2. All right? Yes, a much simpler way of doing it, but you don't have to remember it. You just have to remember how to start it, because you've got to be able to work out these differences here. Okay? So, if you remember 2A is that, 3A plus B is that, and A plus B plus C is that, that is cool. No problem at all with that. Okay? Let's just have a look. Say we are given the following information. Let's do an example. Shall we? Let us do an example here. Say we are given the following information. We are given term 2, or the second term, whichever, of a quadratic, there you go, trigger point, right? They've told us it's quadratic, which means Tn, general formula, and second level difference is the same. They're all equal. Quadratic is 2. Okay? The third is 8. The third term is 8. And the fifth is 26. And the fifth is 26. What are T1 and T4? Right, remember I promised one of these. Okay, what do? Well, what did the recipe do? The recipe says write down what you're given. So let's write down. And we leave gaps. T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. Put down what you are told. T2 is 2, and an 8, and a 26. They want to know T1 and T4. If they want to know something, we don't know it, what do we call it? X. And this one, I call Y. There we go, I filled in my gaps. Hang on, that's really quite all you had to know, is that? Yes, it is all you need to know. Because what's the next step? The next step is do what you've always done before and follow the recipe. What did we say? First level. First difference, right, is 2 minus x, and I do put them in brackets. 8 minus 2, y minus 8, 26 minus y, okay? Just be careful here. The second difference, okay, is going to be equal to 8 minus 2. Well, I can actually finish that off, can't I? When I get my eraser up, yes. 8 minus 2 is 6, and the rest we don't know. So therefore, I can say 6 minus 2 minus x is the second level difference. And the next is y minus 8 minus 6 is the next one. The next one is 26 minus y minus 8. Please note, I am using brackets, brackets, brackets. Why? Because if I don't, I am going to get the negative signs totally wrong. That I can virtually guarantee you. All right? It's happened to virtually everybody who doesn't use them, so why would you be different? Use them. It costs you nothing to just put them in. Okay? Therefore, I keep going. What does it say? Get me to, what is this? This is going to be, okay, 4 plus x. This over here is going to be y minus 14. I haven't done anything different. 34 minus 2y. All I did was I wrote down T1, T2, T2. I put in what they told me. In the two gaps, I put an x and I put a y. And then I follow the recipe. T2 minus T1, T3 get to the first level. I know it's not going to be the same. I get to the next level. What can I say now? It is a quadratic. It is a quad. They told us. Therefore, I can say the second level, second differences, they must all be equal to each other, right? If we now solve that lot, okay, it's not too difficult to solve, okay. We got one more after this. So what do? I now solve it. So I put them equal. I say, right, therefore, 4 plus x equals y minus 14. And on the opposite side, I put 34 minus 2y equals y minus 14. Hang on, I can solve that. That's going to be equal to 3y, okay, is going to be equal to 48. Correct? Okay. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to say that y is equal to 16. Then I go back across here. I know y. 4 plus x, excuse the pun, is equal to 16 minus 14. Do you see that? Then x is going to come out to be minus 2. Right. What is the next step? The next step is they want to know what the term was. So put it all back. Right? Remember, we said the first term was x. So now we've got T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. T1 is x, it's minus 2. The next one is 2. The next one is 8. The next one is 16. The next one is 26. All right? And if you go through that, you'll get back to your second level differences, etc. And what can we do? We can find Tn. All right? Okay, let's have a look. All right. Right, if you do that, you're going to go through it, you're going to get your differences, and you're going to get over there whatever. I'm not going to bother to do that right now. But do try it. Go for your Tn, etc., and work out what your second differences are for Tn. Right? Can you see? We have told them what the sequence was. Right. Let's look at the next one. Right. The next example that I've got. Okay. All right. The next example are either tournament. Oops. Sorry. They are. That looks really weird, doesn't it? Tournament, or I call them handshake. Tournament or handshake problems, okay? Okay. It's in essence, let's think of a rugby tournament, okay? A rugby tournament, generally speaking, okay, you don't have two, right? So let's just look at a tournament. And let's look at a handshake or a party, or I don't know what you want to call it. Basically, it's called, let's say, handshake. Okay? A handshake, okay, at a function, you can have two people, right? So you can have, let's have a look. Handshake, we say, right, how many guests? If there are 2, 3, 4, and 5 guests, how many handshakes? Work it out. Take the number and look and work them out. If you've got 2, it means that A must shake with B. So, how many shakes do we get? Okay, 1. If we've got 3, okay, if we've got 3, we've got A, oops, that's almost really, it's horrible when it does that. We've got A, never mind. A must shake with B, B must shake with C, and A must shake. So we've got, if we've got 3 guests, okay, we've got 3. If we've got 4 guests, okay, you get 6. Okay, go and work it out. And if you get 5, you get 10. Stop over there, all right? Because it starts getting big numbers. But do the thing, because they might tell you a dinner party has X number of guests. We're going to come to that now. Right. Therefore, for a handshake, can you see problem? Let's have a look. What have we done? We have said, got to put another thing in. We have said we've got a sequence T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. Oh, well, T4, let's leave it as that. 1, 3, 6, and 10. So we've started off with A and B. There were 2 people, right? So if there's a meeting and there's so many people, okay, each person has to shake hands with each other at a dinner party or whatever. Work out what the sequence is and then do your standard thing. That's 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be 1 and 1. Therefore, quadratic sequence. Okay? It's a quadratic sequence. All right? And that is going to end up giving you, right? Let's have a look. We've got that equals 1. So therefore, Tn is going to be equal to, all right, an squared plus bn plus c. Let's go back to our formula. I'm going to write it down from back here. I said I've got, let's see. All right. Oh, there's another one I've got to do there that I haven't done, I don't think. Right, let's have a look. 2a. This is 3a plus b. And this is a plus b plus c. Okay. You remember those? You're in the pound seeds. Therefore, a is equal to a half, right? A equals a half. 3 times a half plus b equals 2. Therefore, that is what? That's 3 and a half is 6. 7 over 2 plus b equals 2. b is going to be 2 minus 7 over 2, which is going to be, that's going to be basically 4 over 2 minus 3 over 2, and you can then work out what c is, okay? 3 times a, and you're going to end up with a quadratic equation, all right? Let's finish it, okay? I think, yes, we can. You're going to end up with a quadratic b over there, and a plus b plus c. We're going to be minus, n squared, and b. 3a plus b, 3 times a is a half, right, is equal to that. So that's 3 times a half. Ay, silly me, hey? Look what I did in my haste. Sorry, I'll redo that, guys. 3 times a half, right? Take your calculator, okay? I'm probably getting quite tired. 3 times 0.5 is 3 over 2. Sorry, guys. 3 over 2 plus b. Therefore, b is going to be equal to, just want to make this, when you want it to do it, it doesn't do it. Okay? Okay, b is going to be 2 minus 3 over 2, which is, try it, minus 2 equals that, is a half. Half n squared plus a half n plus, and then a plus b plus c is going to be equal to 1. A plus b plus c equals 1. A is a half. B is a half. Okay, plus c equals 1. That's 1, so c comes out to be, by the looks of it, 0. Okay, I've got to check this myself. 2 minus 3 over 2. Okay, 2 minus 3 divided by 2 is going to be a half, so that's correct. A plus b, a half plus a half. Okay, and is 1. It's going to be c equals 0. So it's going to come out to be a half n squared plus a half n. All right? That is how many handshakes the general term. So now, if there are 20 people, T20 is going to be a half times 20 squared plus a half times 20. 20 squared is 400. That's 200. And that's going to be 10. Is going to be 210. Goodness gracious. That is only 20 people at a function. That's 210 handshakes. Okay? That's kind of ridiculous in actual fact. Right? A tournament, right? A tournament, you do exactly the same. But at a tournament, very often, a tournament might start with only having 3 teams. T1, T2. So you're going to get a 3, a 6, and a 10. Can you see the 1? You can't have a tournament. Cannot have a tournament with 2 teams. It ain't possible. Okay? So what we're going to do, sorry, I'm just checking the time over there because I've got one more still to do. So remember, to read, they could say a tournament or a dinner party starts with a minimum number. So that would be our starting of the series, wouldn't it? Okay? So just be very careful, okay, what they say. Those are the handshake problems. They're usually not that tough, but just have a look. The last problem I've got here, given the following sequence, all right, I wanted to do this one. Given the following, T1, T2, T3 and T4, and T4, I do not know why that line is there. Okay, they've given us a sequence of minus 4. This is another example, by the way. Minus 4, minus 6, minus 12, and minus 22. All right, that's the sequence they've given us. They want to know, okay, find the expression for the general term. What do? We don't know what it is, okay? So we take the first level difference, and that comes to minus 22. Minus 12 is minus 10. Minus 12 minus 12 there. Okay, minus 12 minus 6, and that comes to be minus 6. The next one is minus 6 minus minus 2. Can you see how useful brackets are? Is minus 2. Then I'm going to take the second level. Here already we can say not linear, right? Why not? D is not constant. Therefore, it's not linear. Moving along. The next thing I do is I say, right, take the second. Minus 10 minus minus 6 is going to be minus 4. Minus 6 minus minus 2 minus 4. Therefore, it is quadratic. Why? Because the second difference is constant. Therefore, it's quadratic. Okay? If we know that, we immediately can say, you can say 2a over here and over here, 3a plus b equals. Shall I put those in red again, like I did before? I think I did, didn't I? Put them in red. 2a equals, okay, 3a plus b equals, and a plus b plus c equals that. Therefore, we can now complete the series to find the general term. Let's look. 2a equals that. Therefore, a equals minus 4 over 2 minus 2. Going up. 3a plus b equals minus 2. Therefore, 3 times minus 2 plus b equals minus 2. Therefore, that's minus 6 plus b equals minus 2. And let's just, got to have another page, but I need to just make sure I've got it in front of us. All right, like so. Okay, therefore I can say b is going to be equal to, in this case, 6, it's going to be minus 2, 6 minus 2, which is going to be 4. And therefore I can go to the last term, a plus b plus c. That must be equal to minus 4. And I can say a is minus 2 plus b is 4 plus c, all right, is equal to minus 4. All right. And the last part of this now is I say, therefore, c equals minus 6. Therefore, Tn is equal to a n squared plus bn plus c. A, do we know a? Yes, a is minus 2. Plus bn, do we know b? Yes, b is 4. Okay, remember, b is 4, c is minus 6, and let's go right to the top where I worked out. A is minus 2, and all I'm doing is putting them into my equation, is it not? Okay, minus 4n, plus 4n rather, sorry, and the last one, c minus 6. That is the Tn, the general expression. Okay, so that brings us to the end of those, right? Please, when you're looking at them, don't be phased. Follow the recipe. Write down T1, T2, blah, blah. Put in what you're given. Look to see if in the thing, it's with the dots ones, I'm sorry, with patterns, with matchsticks and whatever. Draw them, count them, okay? Put them down. Fill in what you're given. Go to the first level difference. If it's not constant, move on to the second. It's quadratic. Then thereafter, or else look in when they tell you at the front. If they tell you it's linear, the first difference must be equal. If they tell you it's quadratic, keep going to the second and put them all equal and solve for what you need to know. Cheers. I've actually got it in on a 30-minute. Not that I'm particularly trying to, but guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'm hoping that we're working together well. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. I'm hoping there's a bit of passion coming for the subject. Look, it isn't an easy subject, but you know what? It's actually, at the end of the day, it's really, really worth it. Stay with it. You know what? Not too much more to go. Cheers. I'll see you on the next side. Bye.